When I was in Thailand, one of the things that I set my intention to improve on was speaking to women, spending more time around women, being a lot more comfortable just speaking to women as if they're normal human beings rather than these like holy beings of Christ, which terrify me. I made a lot of progress, still got a lot of work to do, but that was definitely one of my intentions in Thailand. Me and Hamza both went about doing this together. So, you know, every X amount of days or maybe sometimes weeks, it depends what our intention was at the time. If we were like ultra focus mode on our work, then we wouldn't do this shit. But if we were more chilling, we would go out with the intention to cold approach. Just approach groups of women, talk to them, introduce ourselves, catch the vibes. We only went out with this intention in mind and not to have fun or like, you know, get pissed, dance to music and stuff. There was one night where we did that when we went out to just get fucking blitzed, and that was Hamza's birthday. And that was a good time. I got absolutely battered. I've never been more drunk than I was that night. It was really funny. I threw up in the club. I threw up in the club in the corner of like the shisha lounge thingy. I don't really remember what happened. Someone was upset with me, one of the staff. Luckily, someone I met on the island took on the caregiving role for me. She sort of dragged me out of the club, sat on the street for a while, threw up several times on the street, and I sort of decided to lay camp on a curb, and she wasn't happy with that. She was like, you need to get home. She was like literally pouring water on my head and shit. There were taxis there, but like the taxis there, obviously they can see that I'm completely fucked, so they're going to take advantage with the price they give, which they very much so did. So initially we went up to one of these taxis and, you know, they tried ripping us off and then backed off, sat on the curb again. But I was getting worse. I was still throwing up and stuff. I couldn't really move. I wasn't responsive. That's why they were just pouring fucking water on my head. So eventually the girl I was with, she asked me like, okay, can we get this taxi? And I was like, yeah, just take it out of my wallet. I understood that much, thankfully. So yeah, we got in this taxi. It's not really a taxi. It's like a pickup truck. You sit in the back of the pickup truck and you've got like the cold air on you. It's quite nice. But I was fucked. I don't really remember the journey. I was so fucked. Got back to the villa. I fell out the back of the pickup truck, just lying on the floor, throwing up more. The taxi was trying to reverse and I'm just lying there. The girl had to like drag me to the side. Taxi drives off. She picks me up. I'm like, you know, on her shoulder. She walks me to the villa, puts me in the shower, sit in the shower, and then go to bed, you know. Lying in bed, I went out like a light pretty much. So that was pretty funny. Not something that I want to do often at all. Thankfully, I didn't actually feel too bad the morning after. Probably because of the shower, but also like the girl I was with was just giving me so much water to drink as well. So she was like a veteran. She knew what she was doing, thankfully. But yeah, anyway, that was a bit of a side tangent. That's the one time we went out with the intention of just having fun and getting a bit drunk. I drank too much. I don't remember how much I drank, how I got it. When this happens, it's usually because people are just handing me drinks. I don't really go out of my way to buy this shit. It's just when people hand me drinks, I just don't say no for some fucking reason. So yeah, I got fucked up. Quick gratitude letter to the girl who got me home. Thank you. I probably would have been fucked without her, to be honest, because I don't know what sort of state my friends were in. I don't know if they were going to be able to get me home. I have no idea. So she really came through for me there. So anyway, when we weren't doing that, me and Hamza, we went out quite often. You know, I'd say we went out 8 times maybe in the space of the 2 months. Maybe a little bit, maybe like 6. I don't know. We went out a few times with just the intention of not getting drunk. We drank 0 alcohol, walking up to groups of girls and just introducing ourselves, talking, getting the vibe, getting better at talking to women. It was a challenge for me, and it was also somewhat of a challenge for Hamza because he hadn't been really doing this shit as much as he obviously was in university, so both of our game getting leveled up from doing this. And I think like the easiest way of doing that is just going to where the fun is, which is like, you know, where the clubs and the bars are, because that's where all the girls are at and everyone's very social. It's a lot easier than walking around a shopping center where people are like more objective. They're like, oh, I want to do some shopping, and they're also completely completely sober. They just want to get shit done. That is obviously like a 10 out of 10 way of getting better at talking to people, but from where I'm coming from, it's like I need to take it step by step. So doing that is like very difficult for me. So it's like progressive overload, right? Speaking to a bunch of women, and you know, obviously one of the things which come up in conversation is, you know, why are you here? Why are you on this island in Thailand? There's lots of Thai girls. There's also lots of like, you know, European, American girls as well. It's talking about, you know, what are you doing? You know, are you finding yourself in fucking Southeast Asia? Are you awesome? Like, a lot of them had the mindset of like, you know, just going out and getting drunk every night. There was this hostel very close by where the clubs and the bars are. A lot of the girls we spoke to were staying there, and it's like just literally degen party hostel basically. It's the go-to party degen hostel. And a lot of the Thai girls as well, like it's genuinely insane to me. In Thailand, the clubs and the bars, they're open every single night, and every single night they're packed with just loads of people. There's no days off partying in Thailand, and a lot of the girls, they're there like nearly every night. It's like fucking crazy, really unhealthy. And it's such a small island as well, like everything's central, so you've got all the bars and all of the clubs together within 3-minute walking distance. Whenever I said to the girls I'm speaking to, like, oh yeah, I've been here for, you know, a month, I've been here for 2 months, they were always like really surprised and almost like, what the fuck? It's quite a small island, and so everything's very central, and you experience all of the bars and the clubs within, you know, a night of being there. So when I said like, oh, I've been here for 2 months or 1 month even, they were like so shocked, like, what the fuck is this guy doing? It's dead here. There's so many more fucking awesome clubs on different islands and in different fucking countries. What surprises me is people travel 12 hours across the globe, do some like shallow tourist shit in the daytime after waking up at 1 p.m. Oh, I'll go see a statue or whatever. And then on the nighttime, every single night, they just go out and get fucking completely blitzed and, you know, exactly the same shit they can do back at home in any fucking nightclub. I think that's a massive shame, because the island I was staying on, Koh Samui, is so beautiful, and there's so much to experience outside of getting drunk and dancing to electronic music. And even after the 2 months had gone by, there was still so much that I wanted to do before I left. One of the main ones was we wanted to, as a group, kayak over to an island and sort of try and set up a shelter or just camp out there for the night. It would have been really fun. That was actually what we were trying to do on my horrendous death mushroom trip, which I talked about in the My Deathbed video. We never got around to doing it because the shroom trip, like, yeah, that's another story that I explained in that video. But we never got around to doing that, and I really wanted to do that. This leads to the point of my video. These bitches are traveling to Southeast Asia, 12 hours across the globe, to a beautiful tropical island to do the exact same shit that they were doing when they were home in university, just going out to clubs and getting drunk. I find that incredibly sad. Getting drunk and these nights out are so fleeting with the joy, happiness, and fulfillment that they give you. The morning after, all you're left with is the regret of the night previous, the amount of money you spent, the fucking ugly bastard that you slept with, the horrendous hangover because you've been putting poison into your body for several hours straight. If you experience something genuine, something fulfilling with good people, that will stay with you forever until the day you die. For example, my waterfall trip, all of the bike rides we did. And like I say, if we did get round to that island thing, that would have stayed with me forever as well. It's those experiences which you want to experience, not the same shit that you are doing back at home. That's insane to me. And it's the same problem with stuff like lads' holidays. I don't think it's like a terrible thing if you're not doing it that often, and like, you know, you're going somewhere like semi-local, you're not traveling 12 hours across the globe for it. You know, go somewhere like Spain or Greece and get fucked up for a weekend or whatever with the boys. Yeah, fine, you know. But I just feel like you're so much better off sharing more wholesome, more experiences with your friends to build a better friendship and connection and memories, rather than just going and getting completely fucking blitzed every day and then just not even remembering what the fuck happened. The only thing you really get is like, oh, that was so funny, wasn't it, when you did that goofy thing when you were drunk, like, but it's like, dude, again, you could fucking do that here. You could do that here every weekend. The only difference is like, oh yeah, we went abroad and did it. I don't really get it personally. I don't think I would write myself off from doing that. Going away for a weekend to Greece or something with the boys and, you know, just having a bit of a degen time, you know, fine. But fucking Southeast Asia? You're gonna go to Southeast Asia and just do the same shit? It's such a fucking beautiful, different country. And you're going there and just getting mashed on alcohol. And that's it. I think that's fucking so sad. So yeah, I guess I just wanted to sort of share my findings while I was speaking to women in Thailand. And I mean, again, the dudes are fucking, you know, whenever we went out, we saw so many like loser ass dudes just going there and like trying to a lot of fucking like absolute losers rolling about. It's worse if you're a man and you're doing this shit, right? Because girls, when you enter a club as a even somewhat attractive girl, you know, even a 5 out of 10, you're like the queen of that shit. You're getting eyes, you're getting so much attention, you know, you're getting a lot of male attention. You're basically like the fucking top G of the club because everyone wants you. You are, you know, life of the party just by being an attractive woman. You've got an amazing abundance mindset. Any man you see in there, most likely would take you home for the night. The bar is so low. But if you're a fucking dude as well and you're doing this shit, you're like chasing, you're having to chase it, and it's so much worse. So that, yeah, that was loads of like loser ass dudes doing the same shit as well as going out getting really fucked up, trying to speak to the women. Oh, you know, I'm fucking drunk so I can actually finally socialize without feeling like a fucking dumbass. Yeah, it's even worse if you're a dude. And there were plenty of dudes, again, in Thailand doing that shit as well. So it's not just women. But anyway, yeah, message of this video. Seek out more wholesome, fulfilling, actually fulfilling experiences rather than fleeting moments of joy fueled by fucking poison for your liver. I went to a wedding 2 days ago and I drank a lot. And I don't feel guilty about it because it's a fucking wedding. You know, go get blitzed, fine. But I can still feel the negatives from that right now. I went into the gym today feeling fucking dead because it's not even just the alcohol as well. Your sleep's going to be all fucked up as well. So it's just no go. Limit alcohol for special events. That's it, in my opinion. Alright guys, I hope this video was helpful. Hope it was inspiring. I hope it inspires you to be less of a degenerate in beautiful environments which you could experience without being fucked up. If you're not already, join the Discord. It's linked in the description. Follow me on Instagram and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care, guys.